me Mean Green Okerlund. It's your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Vicious, and he's the only man to ever defeat the legendary Power Udi, my co-host.
Hey yo, my name is Udi. Udi killer Talafudge. Yeah, fucking Udi. I love Udi.
Welcome back, man.
Oh, thank you. I feel much better. If you listen to the last episode of Federation, I lose my voice kind of at the end of the show. That was like 2 days after SCL, so you can imagine what I was like there. So it's good to be back. Thanks for all the love, everybody, and well wishes, and thanks to Jarrett for being a fine guest host.
Yeah, shout out to Jared for filling in. Suplex City Limits, available for listening where fine podcasts are found. You can follow me on the show Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can follow Tyler at The Federation. If you like the show and would like to support us, you can buy t-shirts at Pro Wrestling Tees, size small to 5XL, shipping intergalactically. Or you can donate on our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. $1. 25 cents an episode.
That's... Come on, right? We gotta be at least worth 25 cents, right?
Right, you feel that way, kind of, right? It's like I don't expect money from people, but at the same point, it's like this is worth like 25 cents for 2 hours. Come on.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man! What in this world can you get for 25 cents? You can almost get 25 candy. That's about it. You can't even get a cigarette these days for 25 cents. Not in Canada, anyways. I know that you guys, your smokes are like dirt cheap, like $3, and over here I'm paying like $16 a pack. But
mine are like $4 and change.
Yeah, exactly. Mine's $16.70.
Fucking bullshit. Somebody asked you to like bum me, like someone asked me to bum a cigarette. I'm like, yeah, man, right on. You know, we're all brothers under the sun. Here's a cigarette, bro. Everybody up there, I'd be like, fuck no, dude. $2, man.
I remember when I was in the States, I went to Seattle and I was outside the hotel and I was smoking a cigarette, and this guy it's like he could smell the difference in the cigarettes, because they are like drastically different in taste wise and smell and stuff like that. He smelt the Canadian cigarette and he was just like, hey, can I bum a smoke? I was like, I got like 3 of my Canadian ones left. I'll give you an American one. And he was like, okay. I was like, please leave. You're not getting my last cigarette. I don't know you.
You can get a shout out in the show for donating. I'm trying to bring us back around. There's not much of a segue there. You just like fucking baked out, like trail off on a story. Like, let me just pick this up off the ground and fucking try to carry it.
Me and my fucking stories. Fuck.
Yeah, to shout out like our friends Casey, the Wrestling Soup Podcast, much love Mish Joey Draper, the Mizcast, the infamous Chris Savage, Kick-Ass Keith Martin, and Jumpin' Jeremy Foltz. This week on the Pot Smoking His Wrestling Pod and the Internet, the podcast of the Immortals. We've got a lot to talk about. We'll recap the New Japan World Tag League Finals, Ring of Honor Final Battle, SCL Top 5, preview Clash of Champions news, and who fucking knows what else.
Oh, God knows. But what do we...
So we might as well start it off and talk about the World Tag League
there you go.
Finals from New Japan.
It was a nice night of wrestling. By no means is it a blow-away New Japan card, but it got us to where we needed to go. So. Yeah,
it's kind of hard to get into like a bunch of tag matches of mostly teams that don't really make any sense.
Yeah, like the opening match was really, it was a 8-man tag with a bunch of young boys and Liger and Makabe, basically.
Yeah.
Who cares about that? And then you had like the most interesting tag team of all, War Machine, Jeff Cobb and Elgin.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Taking on the losers of the Bullet Club.
Yeah, the B Squad.
Yeah,
that's going to be interesting for Cobb and Elgin to be working together.
Yeah, I would imagine that's not going to happen anymore.
No. Probably not.
No, but apparently though, it's Elgin's taking a bit of heat, but Cobb they love him over in Japan apparently. Like all the higher ups in New Japan, they love him.
As they should, man. You'd expect that. I mean, I'm surprised it took this long for them to get on the Cobb train.
The Cobb train. Get your corn on the Cobb, you Jeff Cobb.
'Cause I've seen that guy, and it's like, dude, this guy'd be great in Japan. Any kind of a giant bad motherfucker like that.
Yeah, he does. In my opinion, he does Elgin better than Elgin. But
Yeah.
we all know.
I was going to say, you missed last week.
Yes, I did.
And you didn't get to shit on Elgin if you got to get anything out, man. It's time.
All I got to say is, man, fuck that bald-headed bitch. That's all I got to say. I've hated him since day one. All you motherfuckers jumping on my train that I have been caboosing for years. I've been taking shit for years for hating this son of a bitch. And now you guys all like it? Fuck you. Fucking awesome of you.
It's pretty funny, right? Because we have some friendly shows who've had him on as a guest and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, he's always," back when you would say shit about him, they're like, "Oh, he's always been super nice," and this comes out, and it's like,
Do you remember my fucking response to that too?
No,
it was like, if I was doing business, I'd be fucking nice too. It was like,
yeah,
of course he's gonna be nice to people that could make him sound bad.
Yeah. So, I don't mean to say a toe-to-so, but a fucking toe-to-so.
Oh. Decent!
What else do we have after this? Next was the...
Bad Luck Fale and Bushi. Who cares?
I fucking skipped it.
Yeah.
Anytime I see fat fuck Fale, I'm just like, dude, done.
Dude,
he's the shits. Why is this guy over there still?
Why does he have a training school?
That's scary, too.
That is scary.
I mean, I can see him as, like, a heavy, like he just hangs out, whatever, but, like, him having matches is just...
I know. Well, there's no place for you in New Japan, though, if you don't wrestle, right? So, yeah, fuck that match. Best Friends and Sami Callihan and Juice Robinson. It's, Sami Callihan has a weird charisma with the Japanese audience, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, he gets them going really fast just by being ultra babyface. Like, ugly fucking squat up Sami Callihan being ultra baby with the sexy Juice Robinson that wants to fuck all the ladies. It's such a weird combo. Yeah.
They've been calling it Death Juice, yeah? Been going by. I like Callahan. I've always been a fucking big fan of that guy's work.
I do too. I like Callahan too. He's a realistic fighter. He makes a fight look good and real. Yeah.
How did they shit the bed on that guy with NXT? Unbelievable, man.
Well, they had for like 6 months and didn't use him too. And then they did the vignettes for like the hacker gimmick, and then when they debut him, they're like, "You're not the hacker." He's like, "What am I?" It's like, "Just be you."
I thought the hacker thing could have been cool, man, because he would tap into stuff. He could have tapped into the lights. He could have, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit you could go there, and I thought he was the guy to carry it, man. Like, they really shut the bed on him.
Yeah, well, they started with the name, right? Solomon Crow.
Yeah. Not to mention, if we're talking about shitting the bed on him, let's talk about shitting the bed on Juice Robinson.
Oh, I know, right? Fuck me, man. What was his name? C.J. Parker or something like that?
Yeah.
Just with this ultra peace hippie gimmick because he had dreads.
And granted, I'm not a Juice Robinson dude at all. The dude does nothing for me. But he's a big star over there.
Yes, the ladies love him. But that's about where it goes, though. It's the ladies that really like him. He's like Roman Reigns over there, essentially, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, I thought this was a good tag match. It resided on my top 5 briefly.
Yeah, until there was a lot of wrestling that came late in the week this week, which doesn't usually happen. So,
right.
But there we also had Chaos defeating Suzuki Gun, another Who Cares match. Cody and Marty Scurll, they defeated Kushida and Kota Ibushi, which you knew was going to be amazing because it's Kushida and Kota Ibushi.
Yeah, this is a top 5 match.
It is, and so. We're trying something different this week by putting the top 5 at the end instead.
Yeah.
So then we also had The Elite, which was Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, taking on Rocky Romero and Sho and Yo Roppongi 3K. This is probably the most important segment of the night, if you ask me.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Post-match, Chris Jericho attack. Did you get the genuine pop of this, or was it ruined for you?
No, it wasn't ruined for me, actually. I woke up that morning, Specifically, not wanting to look at the internet to see any kind of spoilers, and turned it on. And on my first watch, I just skipped right to this match, right, and then watched it, and then it happened, and it was good. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't spoiled. It was shocking, actually.
Yeah, spoiled for me.
Oh no!
But it was still awesome. But they further would set this up. I mean, can we talk about that while we're here? The post-show, that post-show attack was awesome. It was so. This angle it's just classic, man. It's classic. It's proof that you don't need a bunch of horse shit to sell a match. Like, this is just old fucking NWA shit, man.
Yeah, just two dudes, that didn't necessarily start out hating each other. Didn't start as a hate fest. I'm going to sneeze. Oh. Sorry about that. but no,
that's our podcast.
They didn't start off hating each other, but after the attack, it's like, okay, yeah, no, all bets are off. Let's fucking go to town.
Yeah, and Omega gigs here, that doesn't happen all that much over there.
Never.
He also, and I love when he comes back that he has, like, it's almost cartoonish, the head dressing that he has on.
It wasn't even head dressing. It's like a headband. It looked like cloth. Like some kind of 90s Backstreet Boy fashion statement.
Yeah, he attacks Jericho while Jericho is doing his interview, and it was awesome, dude. It's full of obscenity and violence. It was good.
There was even a thrown table.
Yeah. Pretty good. I'm excited for that match.
And, the way they shot that, just as a one-camera deal, based for the most part, from a distance, it felt real. Because it had the look of an MMA UFC press conference, but
right.
The pro wrestling was involved with the attack and everything, and where they weren't there for all the good shots of the close-up action. It just came off more realistic, in my opinion. I really like it.
Another nice thing too, little thing that they did was they called off the rest of the thing after that,
which is good.
Like fuck it, this is over. We're done.
Yeah.
Instead of having more guys come out and talk and shit. So I thought that was super smart too. Little things, man.
Yeah. Yeah. They know how. We give them shout outs all the time. Showbuckle. If you watch the Showbuckle videos, goddamn, this stuff will be prevalent in your mind afterwards. Even Big Dave is giving Showbuckle love, telling people telling people to go check out Showbuckle if they want to see good video production.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
We like Showbuckle first. Thank you very much. Just so you know.
Well said. What else we have here?
Tetsuya Naito and Hiromu Takahashi taking on Katsuhito Okada and Will Ospreay.
It's another top 5 match.
This is a fantastic match because you have such a great story with Naito and Okada. You know what I mean? Like, this story has been building up for damn near almost 3 years because of the whole Naito being taken out of the main event in Wrestle Kingdom. What was it, 11 or 10? And so, like, this is coming back now where, they're almost taking him out again because of this whole Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho thing. And then he had his own interview, and it was fantastic, where he's talking about how, that match is not the match of the year. It's going to be Okada and Naito. And and how they set up that Okada has a way out of the Destino.
Right. Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's
I'm glad you brought that up.
That's good. That's great storytelling.
He now has a way out of the move.
Yeah. Which is what, the Cobra Clutch or something like that?
Right, yeah.
Something along the... I can't remember what it is, but...
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, to get out.
It's so simple, but so effective.
Again, right? The same thing we said before. It's simple. It's like, you don't have to have all this bullshit. You don't have to put back ambulances into walls and fucking crush people in garbage trucks and shit. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. No, I get you, man. This is just good storytelling for modern, mature fans. It's just fantastic. Of course, what they followed up with is not fantastic at all. And that was the finals to the World Tag Leagues. Evil and
didn't give a
Sonata
shit.
against Guerrillas of Destiny. God damn, man. This for a 21-minute match, this was boring as fuck.
I didn't even watch it.
No?
I don't like those teams. I don't like the Guerrillas of Destiny.
See, if Sonata could get some fucking charisma, he'd be great. But like, if he gets punched in the face or is punching somebody in the face, he's got the same face. It just doesn't change at all.
Yeah, I just, I don't know what the tag. That's one thing. If you jack off New Japan all the time, one thing I will say is their tag division sucks.
The heavyweight tag division.
The heavyweight tag division sucks.
Yeah. But you know what, though? The World Tag League 2 for years hasn't been made to be a great thing. It's just what they do before Wrestle Kingdom, because it's some time off, That's how people rest up to be able to do what they do on January 4th. So
I suppose they don't have enough access to the Ring of Honor guys to do it properly, because the tag league is it's multiple shows, right? It's a ton of house shows.
This is like 3 weeks long.
Yeah, so you can't really get those guys. Otherwise, if you could get some of the tag teams that Ring of Honor has in there, that'd be great,
Yeah.
Like the Machine Guns or something, but...
Well, they wouldn't make it over in the heavyweight, though. They would be a junior.
Well, I guess you're right. But Best Friends are?
Right, yeah. Well, because Trent, right? Trent's heavyweight now.
I mean, yeah. I was questioning that, too, actually, watching that guy. Do you think that guy's going to be a viable star in that division? This is a single.
Now, it's... Kenny Omega still isn't a star in Japan, right? No Gaijin has ever been a star besides for you got maybe you could say Stan Hansen, right? Where they can cross over into multimedia movies and shit like that. But so saying that will he actually be a star over in Japan? Probably not. But I bet you what they're doing is building him up for the American side. And, I mean, he's already over. He goes over to ROH and they cheer him.
Yeah.
But,
is that a guy that you feel like is that level? I don't know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. I can't, point out any real flaws. I just, I don't know if I'm is he a fucking, main event guy? But
I don't see him as a main event guy. But now that match against Kenny Omega was fucking fantastic, though.
That's true. That's very true. I mean, maybe he's a guy to take that U.S. belt at some point when Omega, goes for the real deal.
Yeah, possibly.
Fair
enough. There we go. But yeah, Evil and Sonata win the World Tag League, so I believe they're going to be taking on KES, Killer Elite Squad. I guess they're the tag team champs still, right? I think.
No fuck. That's what I said. That division sucks. I don't even really pay attention to it unless it's War Machine. I'm like, I'll watch a War Machine match anytime.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just I don't like a lot of the teams, and it's just not compelling. There's only 3 or 4 fucking teams.
There's only 3 or 4 viable teams, that's for sure. Yeah.
Reminds me of fucking WWE in that sense.
Because they used to have Hanma and Makabe and Hanma. They've won the World Tag League a couple times, but I mean, we all know what happened to Hanma. He kind of broke his neck, so he's nowhere to be found right now.
Yeah, there you go. I thought it was an enjoyable card.
Oh yeah, it was a very easy card to watch. It wasn't, for New Japan standards, wasn't too long, was it? I don't think so.
No, not fuck it. I don't think it was as long as Final Battle. Ring of Honor show was long as fuck, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was 3 hours long, wasn't it?
Well, I thought it was maybe even a little over that. But...
It could have been. I didn't watch it all. There's 2 matches I skipped.
There you go. This was a good show. Stoked for Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be such a great card. I don't have it on me because we still.
Well, we'll preview it as we get closer to that. So that is going to be a good shit. It's
we'll preview it on our New Year's episode, on the SCL Awards episode. That's when we'll preview it.
That'll also be the 1-year anniversary of you being on the show.
Thank you. Oh, that's a lovely peasants we have here, sir.
So yeah, that's gonna be good shit. And I always love that too, watching that card. And it's like January 4th. We're 4 days into the next year, and it's like which match on this card is gonna be like the match of the year.
Yeah,
you know.
and it's going to be Naito and Okada. It's going to be Naito and Okada, man. I can tell you right now.
Stand up to the test for 361 fucking days.
Naito and Okada will. I know it. I know it.
Yeah,
I know it. Jericho and Omega won't.
No, that's not going to be a great match.
It's just going to be a fight. That's all that's going to be, and that's all it should be right now.
Yeah, Jericho. I mean, Jericho just doesn't have it anymore.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Not to be like a. I mean, he can face fine, but I mean, to have like a blow away, 5-6 star match or something, that's not going to happen.
Isn't it crazy how a blow away match now has 6 stars included into it?
Well, I say 6 stars more like in a mocking way.
Well, yeah, no, but it's crazy. But like that tells you just how good wrestling has gotten over the last few years.
Yeah,
it's just there's so many matches that are 5-star matches. They say there's got to be at some point in time something better. So,
yeah. Well, there you go. That is it. Let's keep going here and talk about some fucking news.
This week in the news, orange jumpsuits back in style, injuries, and much, much more. Over to you, Jim.
I'm Jim Vicious, and this is news to me. Let's talk about wrestlers being arrested. First off, we talk about, I think this is interesting, Jasper Davis. You familiar with this guy?
That's one half of Booker T's tag team champions.
Yeah. He was arrested for murdering his girlfriend.
Yep. Saying that she accidentally shot herself in the face.
Yeah. Right.
We all know what to do.
In the face?
We all know what happens when somebody says that. It's like, oh, this guy fucking is trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Like, this guy got this truck stuck with the body in the back at a creek, calls his friend to help him. His friend sees the body, calls the cops.
Good friend there.
Yeah.
He said the fight occurred because his girlfriend accused him of flirting with another woman. He continued that after she went for his gun, it accidentally went off and shot her in the fucking face. I thought this was an interesting. So a listener was telling me this week, he's like, always try to spread the word, tell people about the show and stuff, but a lot of people think it's really dark, and it's too dark for them. I'm like, really?
What?
Anyway, exactly. It made me think of a decent thing. So when I was a single man, I always would have my pistol at my house, just hanging around. I'd keep my pistol handy, but I never had. When a woman lives with me, I don't have my pistol. I get rid of my pistol. I have it in my safe at my father's house because I don't want a gun in the house when there's somebody else. I don't care who the fuck it is. If there's somebody else here while I'm sleeping, then I'm not having a fucking gun in here.
Fair enough. That's what it's like to be American, I guess. Because I don't.
Everything is like that. Right?
I don't own a pistol. Yeah. I don't own. I've never shot a gun ever.
Well, we're given guns as babies. That's what you get. That's like the customary gift in this country is for your second birthday, you get a pistol. Instead
of baby shoes, you get fucking like the little mini gun pair to go hanging above your bed. No, like our house is like, because I know we got a guy that's he hunts a lot, so he's got a lot of guns and stuff like that. It's like we're safe. If anybody ever tried to kill us, we're safe. But I've never
unless
shot
he
one.
tries to kill you.
That's true. I've only known him for like 5 months, so maybe it will happen. So.
Yeah, well, it's like Viva La JD, shout out, listener. He messaged me this week. He was talking about someone stole his friend's car or something.
Yeah, they chased
him down. And I was like, you would never do that. That would never happen in America.
No.
Because like my modus operandi in America is don't ever try to be a hero.
No.
Because you'll get shot in the fucking head like fucking Saturn.
Like Saturn did, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in America, he's like, oh, we blocked the car and then like went up to it. You know, like in America,
that car runs you over.
That car, you would have been walking up to it, and the fucking dudes who got out of it would have started fucking just volleying rounds off at you as they ran away.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Anyway, this is nonsense. And, like, why did you have to kill her? I don't understand. Like,
why does anybody ever have to kill anybody?
well, no, but like, he didn't even have a kid with her. I think, like, if I understood the kid that they had together, I guess it was like her kid from somebody else.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A 7-month-old child there.
Ugh.
So,
well, at least you don't remember it.
He left a 7-month old baby in the house while he fucking tried to dump her mother in a creek and got his truck stuck. What a dumb fuck. That rhymes like a poem.
That kind of is a poem.
He got
it's like
stuck
Edgar
in his
Allan
truck.
Poe.
What a dumb fuck.
Down on his luck.
Yeah.
In his fucking truck.
Stuck in the muck.
Like real fucking yuck.
Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah. Rich Swan.
Yeah.
Arrested for battery.
Trying to get a phone.
The common thing here is fucking with bitches, man.
Fucking with bitches, bro. Yeah,
I blame either of these women, but
this story is just completely absurd, though.
Yeah. She was Sue Young, I guess was her Indian name, but she
I
had
fucking
a
love
show.
Sue Young too. I think Sue Young is great.
Yeah. She had a show, and I guess it started. The argument was that he was critiquing her match, and then she like got mad, wanted to get out of the car, so he chased her, and like he left the car going in drive. It hit a pole. He grabbed her and drug her back in the car. And, people see that, you know, they're like, there's a black man dragging a not black woman down the street.
Yeah.
Hello, 911?
Yeah, that's exactly. Now, you know what, though? You know what she probably said? When he started critiquing her, she probably said, why don't you go try to win the Cruiserweight title? Because we all know that ain't going to happen.
Oh, dude, not now.
No.
Dude's done.
No, definitely not. Well, I mean,
Although,
he wasn't going to win it either because that's Tommy's role now, right? Tommy's going to win it.
I don't condone it, obviously, but to me it's a different... Hold on. It's a different issue than, like, he fucking was... You know, people saw him, like, beating her on the fucking sidewalk, okay? To me that's a little bit different than... He just tried to restrain her and get her in the car.
Now,
you know?
yes, I get what you're saying. But now, what's to say that he's just smart enough not to beat her on the sidewalk, so he's going to headlock her, bring her in the car, then beat her so she can't get away and nobody sees it?
What's he going to do? Like, take her home and fucking Phoenix Splash her or something?
Well, I mean, you never know. You never know. The guy grew up with a parent, so like, he's probably rough and tough.
He's a slight man.
But, I don't know. I've heard Sue Young's crazy, too, though. So
I've heard that.
They're probably a match made in heaven.
I've heard she's a pain in the ass, also, in the locker room and shit. So.
Yeah, could be. Could very well be. I would imagine a lot of them are, to be completely honest with you.
So, Rich Swann, he couldn't handle it.
Nope.
And he's done, right? What happens?
Oh, of course. Unless he gets off with everything. Spick and span. That's the only way this happens. But, I mean, we did get the greatest entrance of all time on WWE 2K18, though. And that's Rich Swann as Goldberg in an orange jumpsuit. Amazing.
Fucking the wrestling community is full of goddamn savages.
Man, they are. I love them all.
Yeah. Oh, that's good stuff.
Have you heard that Vince wants the XFL to come back?
Dude, what the fuck? I guess he formed a new company aside from WWE with his own money. What are they called? Alpha Sport or Alpha Entertainment? Yeah,
sure.
That's what they're called.
Fuck.
It's called Alpha.
Bring back the biggest losing idea that Vince McMahon ever had.
You know what it is? He's probably fucking. Well, the NFL's down because people are, they're not kneeling. In the XFL, you're gonna have to kneel, pal.
Kneel before me.
God, fucking awful. The XFL is one of the worst handled things ever. Like, could a football league maybe survive? I don't know, maybe, but not when it's like the dumbest fucking version of football that's ever been devised.
Yeah, well,
fucking sucks, dude. I just, there's already the Arena Football League. Which I don't know if you're familiar.
There's even CFL. Like,
there is the CFL.
You can't get any more football in Canada. There's no that market is dry. Nobody in Canada is going to watch the XFL because they have the CFL and NFL that they pay attention to. Because Canadians really do pay attention to CFL. The CFL is as big, if not bigger, in Canada than the NFL.
What do you win for that? You win the Grey Cup?
The Grey Cup, yeah. The only downfall to the CFL is there's only like 6 or 7 teams.
Right. Well, who won it this year? I forget.
The Toronto Argonauts.
The Argonauts?
Yep. And the Toronto, the FC, what was it? Toronto FC won the soccer, the MLS. So, Toronto's on a fucking roll, bro.
Give the fuck about soccer.
Oh, I don't either.
What the fuck else we got? Did you see that Nick Magnus Aldis won the NWA belt from
that old crusty fucking guy?
That old guy who allegedly has all this I did this, and then people I have no idea who that guy is. He was not here. He has a completely fake fucking backstory, I guess.
Really?
Evidently, that's what I've heard.
Tim
Storm.
Tim Storm. I've never heard of him, but I mean that doesn't mean he's not real.
Yeah, it happened at CZW Cage of Death 19. What the fuck? It did. And then there was this whole other thing with this where GCW invaded CZW and
what's
maybe
GCW?
It's real. Give a fuck championship wrestling. I don't know, dude.
Gotham
There's too
City
much
wrestling?
out there. No, I don't think so.
Batman.
The Joker's their fucking the Riddler's their cruiserweight champ and shit.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I don't know, but no disrespect to him. I just don't. There's too much wrestling for me to fucking follow. But evidently, it's real, or I don't know. It doesn't matter. But and then there's also all these CZW. There's a guy. I don't really know him. He hosts a podcast, but no less. He was old school CZW, and he's very unhappy with CZW these days because I guess they've changed up their shit. Right? They're going more. More legit. Than
Well, I mean, how do you make it somewhat big in America? By going somewhat legit.
It's just proof that there's not enough of a market of people
for deathmatch
who want to
wrestling.
watch two guys give each other hepatitis and shove light tubes up each other's fucking asses and stuff. I mean, I don't mind a little of that in a well-built story, and what they do in Lucha Underground.
Yep.
I don't mind that shit. But just two dudes doing it for the sake of it, I don't know. It's not for me. I'm not shit talking it. It's just not for me.
No, I
agree.
agree.
Not for most people, which that's why they need to change and keep with the fucking times.
Yeah, you know what's one spot that I absolutely hate and cringe at every time I see it?
The sticks to the head
and the staples. I don't like it. I don't like it. I see it and it's just I don't want to turn this off.
Weed whacker to the stomach?
I'll never. As soon as I see a weed whacker, it's nope, done. You've lost me.
It just doesn't make any sense, right?
No.
Yeah, for Killshot and Dante Fox having this big thing all year long and battles and in story, he left him to die in a war.
Yeah.
That's this makes sense for them to do this, but for just two dudes to do it in shiny plastic pants. With tribal symbols on the side. Fucking bleeding on each other. I don't really know what the fucking point of it is.
No muscle definition whatsoever, just flabby. Wearing cut-off fucking band t-shirts.
Wearing Punisher t-shirts and shit.
Yeah, just nothing. Wrestling outside on a lawn.
I live by the rules of you can say, as long as you say with all due respect or no disrespect, then you can say whatever you want.
Yeah,
right?
like I
No
like
disrespect, but seriously, fuck.
yeah, like I don't mind certain styles of deathmatch. Right? Like I don't know, some stuff I like, but when it goes too far, it's just too much. Too much. Like a tournament of death, there's no point for me to even watch it.
Speaking of going too far, Edmonton has banned all forms of fucking combat sports. No boxing, MMA, and oddly, no pro wrestling.
Yep. It makes no sense. I don't understand it. Well, there was a boxer that got killed in Edmonton like 6 months ago. Tim Hague.
Yeah.
He wrestled once in the UFC or something like that. I don't know, some weird shit. But he was
in the UFC.
So he was a teacher. He wasn't prepared for a fight against who he fought. He got knocked out or knocked down like 6 times that match.
Yeah.
And the last time he just died. and so like the city is basically let go because in Canada, or at least in Alberta, it's different than it is in the States. It's not state run; it's city ran.
Yeah, it's
so
right. I think that this is them they're just washing their hands of this. Like, I think they want the state or the province to take it over for
exactly, and
yeah.
that's
it makes sense.
Yeah, it does, and that's where it should go because the city is obviously not equipped to handle it. If they can't sanction a match where somebody's not going to die. Yeah. Sure, there should not be MMA or boxing or anything like that.
He shouldn't have passed the physical to be on here because he was knocked out. He had 3 fights within the last 9 months, and he was fucking beat to shit in both of them. And then this fight, he was completely outclassed. That used to be a thing where you couldn't get approved if you were super outclassed by a guy.
Exactly.
If you wanted to go and you want to take on fucking some pro boxer, they're not going to sanction that shit because they know you're going to get fucking killed.
Yeah, and for them to allow this to happen, it just shows the ill preparedness of it. But to have wrestling involved in it, man, it makes no sense. It really doesn't, because wrestling. I mean,
it's tragic. Though.
It is, but everybody's first thing they say about wrestling as soon as they hear it, it's like, well, that's just fake, though. It's like, well, why the fuck are you banning it? Because, yeah, it's choreographed. Yeah, people actually
die in the ring wrestling too, man.
Oh yeah, but they're not purposely punching each other in the face.
No, but it's happened before, and it's going to happen again.
Yeah, people will die in gymnastics too.
On TV,
it's possible.
Competition.
It's possible. Cirque du Soleil. It's possible for somebody to die.
Well, I guess it's possible, but how often does it happen? I could name a couple of wrestlers who've died in the ring.
They do like Red Bull Crash the Ice in Edmonton, where guys on skates go down a fast hill. Really, somebody can easily die there.
That sounds like a bad idea.
People die bobsledding every year. Doesn't mean it's banned.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't make sense.
Some quick shots of the news. Noam Dar undergoes knee surgery.
Yep.
So he'll be gone for a while. Scott Dawson is coming back soon.
Macaulay Culkin.
Dude, I wanted to talk about this. How people were coming to me, I don't know if they were looking for me to shit on it or something, but if so, you're looking in the wrong place because I thought this was amazing.
Dude, I've loved Home Alone for about 25 years. There's no way I'm going to diss this.
If you haven't seen the clip, well, first go watch it, but also, so it's Dick Justice, Joey Ryan, and Candace
LeRae.
What's her name? LeRae. There we go.
But it's Dick Justice and Swoggle.
Well, Dick Justice is on their team, though.
What's that? Oh, okay.
Dick Justice is on Joey Ryan's team.
Oh, okay.
He's dressed like Santa, and they're dressed like elves and shit. But yeah, anyway, in the match, Macaulay Culkin rolls some balls into the ring, and I don't know who slipped and fell on him. I don't even recall.
I can't tell you.
Doesn't matter. They go down on these balls, and then he eventually gets in there, and they, do the paint can spot on the rope. And she gets up on Joey's shoulders and holds the rope, and then he whips down the can into the face of Sloggle. I thought it was fucking awesome. That bar wrestling shit's pretty cool. I know, friend of the show, former guest, Hot Tub Guy, he always goes to bar wrestling, is posting about it.
Okay.
It looks like a fucking fun time.
Like, does it just take place in a bar?
It doesn't look like a bar.
No, I didn't think it looked like a bar either. That's why I'm asking.
I'm not sure.
Anywho, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, he always goes to those shows.
It's great. Macaulay Culkin's great. Yeah. So utilizing somebody that weird looking in wrestling, it just makes sense because he screams wrestling. He screams carny. He looks like a crackhead. He probably is.
And dude, and also the Home Alone chant. Never thought there was a lot of firsts for chants this week in wrestling. Like Home Alone. Yeah. Come on, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, like Kevin McAllister making a return to or making his debut in wrestling. That's just fantastic because we can call him Kevin McAllister using all the Home Alone tactics.
He was on some WWE shit back in the day as a kid. Like he's been a wrestling fan.
Okay.
His whole life. Like he was in the crowd, I think, at a Raw, and like he might have done something else on Raw. At some point.
I think I recall this too. Can you imagine that guy used to fuck Mila Kunis?
No shit. When Mila Kunis was 18 years old. Oh,
can you?
God.
That guy. That guy did. That guy is a fucking the champ.
Jesus. That chick, I mean, don't get me wrong, she's still fucking smoking hot, but like her at 18, oh my god. Oh my god. I probably wouldn't even have fucking like got it. I'd have been like a 2-pump done, probably. Just like
probably, yeah. Yeah. And then you just would have been like, that never happens ever. She'll be like, yeah, sure it doesn't.
It's like when you do, like it's a bag of kaleidoscope of broads over the years, but like every once in a while you get one that's like, holy shit, how am I fuck? This chick is way hotter than the chicks I usually fuck. Holy shit.
Yeah, I've had those.
And you're just like so giddy about it in the process. It's just like,
yeah.
I'm going to come on you like nobody's ever come on you before.
One of these days I'm going to use that line on a girl, and I'm going to talk about what happened on here.
Do you remember when Big P, Paul Johnson, was on this show?
Yes.
And he was talking
100.
about... Is that it? Where he's talking about fucking abroad with the Vader mask on?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Shout out to Paul from Gorgatron, a.k.a.
He needs to come back.
He does.
He's like, doesn't really watch a lot of wrestling these days, so...
No, and
he's like, I don't want to come on, I don't really know what's going on. I'm like, God, I don't even care, man.
I can't blame him, but it's just fun to talk to.
He's like... Some of the episodes with him are like some of the best. Like where he talks about fucking drinking Paige's bathwater or something.
Well, man,
I don't know if it was Paige or what.
I bet you take that back now.
Or he professed his love for oh man, what's her name? What's that bitch from Impact and shit? Oh, I can't even think of her name now.
There's a lot of them. Which one?
Oh, the manly chick who has like sells barbecue and shit.
ODB.
Yeah, he like fucking has a hard on for that chick, and I thought it was so weird of all the chicks in wrestling to be like hard up about,
Yeah.
Like ODB, like, I guess.
She seems like she would have a subscription to Vagisil.
Vagisil.
pH
Lucha
off, right?
Underground. Lucha Underground starting filming in mid-February.
Yes. Speaking of Lucha Underground, did you know what their initial offer to the Young Bucks were?
No.
$200.
Lucha Undergrounds?
Yeah. Conan said he brought the Young Bucks, or he brought Dario Roland down to PWG. That's where they picked up Willie Mack and shit like that. When he showed him the Young Bucks, it was just like, hey, you need to get these guys. He took one look at their gear, said, I'll offer him $200. And man, like seriously.
Oh, I don't understand that.
This guy's bankrolling a fucking company. No wonder Lucha Underground is in the fucking straits that they're in.
Yeah, he doesn't have a ton to do with Lucha Underground. I mean, yeah, they use all AAA guys and shit, but it's not like he's the day-to-day fucking...
Well, no, but, I mean, he's the bankroll.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what his exact ruling is. I just know he's important.
They attempted to get Rey Mysterio back, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But he's already doing Aero Lucha and has allegedly another deal he's considering. A major deal he's considering with Impact, I'm sure.
Probably.
Well, probably not. They're not paying anybody in Impact.
They'd pay Ray, though.
Yeah.
They got rid of all those people from the Fight Network just for Ray.
Well, they're not even bringing back, Lashley and those guys aren't coming back. Storm's
Good.
gone.
Good.
They're not, fuck Lashley, God. I hope they don't bring him back to WWE.
No,
I have to watch,
they won't do
Lashley
that.
And,
No, they
Lashley and Lesnar, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
The only thing of prevalence that Lashley ever did was have a program with Donald Trump. That's it. That's the only thing he ever did. It's only an Impact and in that fucking stupid world that Lashley even means anything. Lashley is nobody. Nothing. Zilch. Not a goddamn thing is he's shit under my shoe is what Lashley is.
I fucking hate that guy too. I think he sucks. But anyway, Lucha Underground, yeah. Gonna be,
TNA
what did I say,
here.
20? 21 episodes. So.
You know what though? I am very happy that it is only 21 episodes.
Yeah.
I feel like the last season drug on too long. Last season should have been 2 seasons.
I could have been had it started. It should have aired a lot fucking earlier because we were watching shit that was a year and a half old.
Yeah, and it kind of takes you out of it a little bit. To know that,
I guess.
To know that PJ Black can't walk right now because his legs are broken, he's missing fingers, right?
Yeah, dude. They Impact. Speaking of Impact, I didn't watch their show this week because there was a lot of other shit going on.
Good for you.
They have this. They're offering. I don't know if I see a price for this. They're offering VIP packages for their recordings coming up here at the Impact Zone.
Oh God!
But it doesn't have a price. I wonder how much it is.
Call to inquire. We'll make up a price when you call, depending on how rich you sound.
We're officially returning to Orlando in January for 6 nights of action and excitement. It all goes down January 10th through the 15th. VIP packages are available. Now, you can join us every night in the front row. You can hang out with the stars and knockouts and much more, part of our VIP Backstage Pass experience. Are you in yet?
No.
VIP package. Well, let's see if I can sell you. The VIP package has opportunities that we've never had in the past, like the first ever Impact Mini Golf Championship. This is your chance to play mini golf with some of your favorite stars and knockouts, and also have brunch with the knockouts. So I guess you only get to have brunch with them, not with the stars.
So now, okay. Wait, now before you go any further. So what you're telling me is I'll get to sit my fat ass down and eat food in front of all these skinny bitches. Yeah. That are probably going to judge every fucking last piece of food that goes into my body. I'd rather not. I'm going to play mini golf with a bunch of guys that don't want to play mini golf with me.
Who are you going to play who are you going to have to play mini golf with?
The only way I would do it is if I got to play mini golf with Jeremy Borash, Abyss, and some other guy.
If I got to pick, I'd pick Abyss, probably.
Abyss, Jeremy Borash, and somebody else I'd pick. Because they'd be fun.
You're going to play doubles or what?
yeah, probably.
Well, if the brunch doesn't sell you, how about this? Chill out and relax with our incredible female athletes. Ask them about their careers, championships, and more in this exclusive and intimate environment.
I just assumed blow my brains out.
These poor fucking women have to we have to go eat breakfast with fucking sweaty, chubby marks who are then we have to hang out and answer their questions and shit while they fucking mentally jack off to us. Oh my God.
Yeah, just no. This is. I feel worse for the people that have to work for this than the people that will pay for it. Because it just does not sound fun at all.
What kind of person would pay for that, right? Oh, dude, I mean, I'm gonna fucking eat brunch and hang out with them and ask them questions. Oh my God.
I bet you there's TNA marks are weird marks. They'll pay for shit that nobody else will ever pay for. They'll also say shit that nobody else will ever say.
The kind of dudes who pick up a hooker and then take her back and end up just talking to her the whole time.
Yeah. The hooker just double the price now.
Yeah. I guess the director of Impact has been released. According to sources, the release is being called a cost-cutting move.
Oh. Yeah, well, I don't know. I said I'm not going to watch Impact ever again. But now you do have a new management regime rolling out. I'll watch Impact in about 3 months.
Yeah.
If it's still the way it is, I'm going away for another year. Okay?
Most weeks I watch it. Or at least, like, peruse it. This week I just like, fuck it, dude. There's too much happening.
Yeah, no, I'm going to let Don Callis and Scott Moore get their wrinkles out. I'll probably watch it my birthday, April 21st, that week. That's probably I'll treat myself to some Impact. And if it ruins my birthday, Impact's fucked until I'm 32.
So, they, among other things, one of the things they had this week, recall if you will, we were talking about the women's tournament that they had going on. It wasn't really a tournament. Anyway, this week was the finals.
Oh, that was fast.
Well, yeah, because it's not a tournament. Two three-way matches and the winners facing each other is not really a tournament.
No, it's not. It's a series of matches.
Anyway, it was Laurel Van Ness and against Rosemary.
Yeah.
Now, who do you think they put it on?
Well, you'd think they'd put it on the person that was not quitting or did not just put their notice in, but that's not what they did.
Wait, who just put their notice in?
Laurel Van Ness.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
She put her notice in before this match, and they still put it on her.
Well, not before she recorded this one, because this was recorded, like, after Bound for fucking...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. She put in her notice. That's the original story I heard. I could be wrong. That she put in her notice that day, and they assumed that this would get her to stay.
Do you have TNA's music, Andy? Like, I feel like right now we needed a little bit of it.
But yeah, this music is very fitting. The fact that they did that with Laurel Van Ness makes no sense. And they can go fuck themselves.
Oh, man. You brought it back for just a split second.
I brought it back for just... I, in my head, tried to time it with how they... I tried to time it with that, but I was off, so I put it back again.
There's a small update to the WWE belt. People were talking about, I'm like, is that really news?
Oh, the black line and under it?
Yeah. I think it's just because they have blue from his side plates.
You'd think a blue line would make more sense. Because it's SmackDown. But no, SmackDown, the blue brand where black accents everything.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. And then there's this Facebook show that we talked about last week that they were going around. WWE has a 20-minute Facebook show on Tuesdays before 205 Live. It is a mixed tag series. I don't know.
Yeah, where teams like Nia Jax and Braun Strowman will face teams like Bobby Roode and Charlotte. Teams like Finn Balor and Bayley. Two in the same on the female side. I'm trying to think of an obvious one to put together. Like, maybe if you want to make the most annoying team in the world, you'd go Becky Lynch and Mojo Rawley.
Some of them I think Nia Jax is going to be with Enzo, dude.
No, I believe they announced that it's going to be Braun Strowman. The two monsters.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on. Monsters. There's been some talk about putting, like, Jimmy Uso with Naomi and Lana with Rusev. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, not really, actually.
No.
Sometimes you say stuff and I'm like, that wouldn't be interesting at all. I'm not going to watch this.
They'll put Tamina with Nia Jax. Tamina's a man, isn't she?
Oh shit, dude! If they're gonna put Tamina with Nia Jax, they still need a woman on the team. It's a man and a woman. Did you not listen to what I was saying? I'd beg to show Nia Jax. I'd fuck Tamina too. Let's be real.
Hey man, there's nobody on the WWE that's too bad for me.
Yeah, that's a fair.
Yeah. There's not many girls on TV that are too bad for me.
Fair enough.
Like, unless like you're talking about like the girl with Down syndrome, American Horror Story. No, I wouldn't do that. But
you got any other news? I don't.
No, not really. Mark Cuban is really high on New Japan.
Yeah.
The owner of everything.
I like Mark Cuban, actually.
Yeah, I do too. Out of Shark Tank, he's probably the best one on there. But
he's talking about running for president. Seriously, like no, seriously, he's floating. He's kind of rumoring. He's kind of like flirting with the idea of running.
And so is
for
The Rock.
Dude, we've become idiocracy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
It is like it's got to be interesting to live in a country where that's not the case. You know, where it's like. That's not reality. But when I watched that movie, it came out, I was just like, holy fuck, this is America right now. This is where we're going. And like, this is absolutely... The Rock president? He could be. He seems like a pretty decent guy, doesn't he? He seems like a nice guy.
You can't be worse than the way it is now. You know? Like, that's
like,
just not possible.
Just like, you hear this net neutrality shit? Oh my god.
Like, I can't fathom, Jim, being in your shoes and thinking, it's like, man, I might have to like pay extra money just to watch Netflix. Like, Netflix goes for me from being like $11.99 to like what? Maybe like $20? Who fucking knows? Like, it just doesn't. I don't know. It's weird. And like over in Canada, we got net neutrality. We're fine, but how does it affect certain things? It's going to affect something on our side for sure. Whether it be trying to access an American site and having it bottled.
80%, like over 80% of people wanted to keep, net neutrality. We're good with it as it was.
So they had 5 people vote on it.
Well, yeah, but it goes against what everybody wants.
Yeah.
And I guess now states are going to be trying to sue the FCC, sue the government. I don't fucking know, dude. It's pretty fucking dire. If you're not from America, just remember that if you see an American flag hanging upside down, that means that we're in trouble. That's like the universal sign, right? You take your flag, you fly it upside down. So if you see those flying around, then we're in trouble.
Well, like I would say a good rule of thumb is not have anybody in a position of power that drinks their coffee out of an oversized Reese mug. Like I
what
just
the fuck, dude? Yeah.
I don't see where that, or like no president is allowed to spray tan. Like anybody that spray tan should not be president because those chemicals are just seeping in your brain and making you fucking lucid and crazy.
Oh shit! Well, that's a politics conversation for the day. Stay away from that. I'm just glad that I'm only 2 hours away from the Canadian border.
Yeah.
And my, eventual wife is Canadian, a dual citizen. So, I don't know. Yeah.
You got your escape
honestly,
plan.
A lot of people say it. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna move to Canada." Like, well, first off, Canada doesn't fucking want you, motherfucker. Secondly, it's the things you hate about America. Like back in the Obama era, it was funny. People be like, "I'm moving to Canada." Like, do you understand what Canada's like, really?
Yeah, like Canada.
You hate it there, you fuckers.
Canada is like almost more PC in certain ways.
Well,
like
they take care of sick children and shit. You totally hate it up there.
Yeah.
They don't let sick kids die because they're poor. You'd hate it. But yeah, I mean, I've honestly really been debating a lot lately, like looking into like what it would take for us to go, because she wants, she's from there.
Yeah, of course she's going to want to go back because she is from Canada, but I mean,
she likes it here too, but it's just shit's so fucking dicey.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like to live in the States, but I don't know. It's pretty cozy up
Used to
here in
be-
Canada.
Yeah, it used to be pretty cool, but I'm starting to wonder. Anyway. All right. From here we move on. I guess we'll move on to WWE Raw from Cleveland, Ohio. All right. Monday Night Raw, I'm not going to beat around the bush.
No.
I hated both of these WWE shows this week. It was a 5-hour waste of fucking time.
Yep.
They were both awful.
Yep, I agree. I agree completely. I
Fucking hated it.
They really went, I feel, more wrestling centric on Raw. Like they had 3-4 matches that were over 10 minutes. A couple that came
let's see.
close to it.
We'll see how good they are. I don't really remember Raw and shit until I start reading my own notes. But
But they weren't that good though. I agree with you. There were a lot of matches though, but a lot of the matches didn't mean anything. Right? So like having a long match just for the sake of having a long match doesn't help the product. No. You know, it's not telling a story. It's just a long match for the sake of having a long match to fill time.
Basically, this open setup tribute to the troops, which I watched, and we'll talk about. I'm talking about it because I watched it. God damn it! Anyway, that's all that was.
That's a peak. That's a perk for not being American. We don't get it.
It's not like I had to watch it, but I fucking did. With this women's 6-way. Was it a 6-way? I don't even know. No, they were with Sasha. It was Bayley and Mickey.
Yeah. Taking
on Paige and Mandy Rose. And holy fuck, Mandy Rose sucks in the ring. She is bad.
Yeah, she is.
She's bad. She pins Mickey James off a kick from Paige, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least it's not at least she didn't beat Mickey James.
Yeah. They flash back to this women's match in Abu Dhabi, which we talked about last week was supposedly the first women's wrestling match in that country ever. But then I heard this week that TNA did a show that like 5 years ago and women wrestled there.
Yeah, it's once again WWE revisionist history. That's why America's in the state they're in. Revisionist history.
We had this Wyatt and Broken Matt video package.
We mean like the 10 minutes of laughing?
Dude, was it necessary to have Woken on the screen and break like glass every time before it went to Matt?
No.
What is that?
That's WWE making it their own.
And why is Matt still standing in front of a wrinkly blue sheet? It's like a wrinkly blue bed sheet that's hanging up behind him. It's fucking awful, dude.
Yeah, I mean...
Is that all you can do? Whose idea is that? Like, okay, we're going to film the Matt stuff. What are we doing? Oh, put him in front of a wrinkly blue fucking bed sheet. What the fuck?
Like, Matt, they should be letting Matt make his own little videos.
Yeah.
Or at least, you know, like, because what they did before. And just at least submit it and see if they like it, you know? But probably wouldn't happen.
And this crowd was far less into this than the LA crowd was last week.
Yeah, but, you know, they didn't really give him anything to get into.
Yeah.
Because it's not like it was any different than last week. He just laughed more.
And I thought the last laugh that he did was over the top.
It was a little too much.
Even for this. And why did he do the, like, gold dust bite? Why?
He's always done a bite.
Maybe I haven't noticed it.
Because he was, I believe there's at one point in time where he was, because he used to bite people. The blood capsules and everything. Okay.
Well, and they fucking further sell this by going, when they cut back to commentary, Cole is laughing at Hardy.
Yeah.
He's straight up laughing.
And Booker T is almost corpsing.
Yeah. What the fuck? You know, I just...
Yeah, they could have handled it a bit
last
better.
week it was like, oh, fucking Broken Matt, will they ruin this? Week 2 it was like, they fucking ruined this.
Yeah, they're well on their way.
Well on their way to fucking shitting the bed with this. All they said about Swan was that they revoked his opportunity.
Yeah, another 4-way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really felt like insert black guy here.
Yeah.
It's really what it felt like.
This is bad Enzo shit.
Yeah.
Brutal. With Naya. And, like, last week he was, like, horrified by her asking him how he was doing. This week he's like, oh, I'm fucking totally into this chick. Okay.
Well, he looks like the kind of guy, you know? It's just such a funny aspect ratio that I think it would be funny to see. You know, like walking down to the ring, you got big old Nia Jax and little Enzo Amore.
Yeah. The only payoff to this would be, like, if I could watch her just fuck him, just, like, get on top of him and ride that little fucker. You know? Then it would be...
I want him to turn his old catchphrase around on Nia Jax. Like, you know how he would introduce Big Cass?
Yeah.
Just like,
and she's 400 pounds, and you can't teach that.
Yeah. Her pussy, lined with gold. You can't teach that.
Fucking breakout star, first ever Universal Champion, Finn Balor, takes on Curtis Axel. This is what they got. This is what he's up to, dude.
Yeah.
This is what this guy's up to. This will teach you to put memes of yourself holding fucking turkeys trying to be funny, motherfucker.
Yeah, but have you seen he's got a shirt now that says the same thing? It's Finn Balor Forever with the OVER highlighted red.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably didn't even get the jokes. They're like, sure, whatever.
Yeah. It's like, oh, people are retweeting this, we'll put it on a shirt.
Oh, that's where they're going with that guy. Holy shit. What is he going to do at anything? I mean, there's nothing going on at all, dude. He's feuding with the Miz Taraj.
The Miz Taraj 2.0.
Oh, my God.
Because it's the Samsons, or the Samson. The Drifters.
Do we not have something for that?
We do. Well, we do kind of, but I don't have it in here right now.
Oh, okay. Get a Keen backstage promo. It stinks. It's fucking
It probably does. He does look like he smells with that greasy wig and that pot belly.
It stinks. That wig probably smells like dog shit. Sheamus defeated by Rollins. Rollins sells the knee the whole match. And when will he ever stop selling the knee? That's just like what they do. You know, a guy has a knee surgery, and then we have to spend the next 5 years of him selling the knee, and Cole being like, "Oh, he had knee surgery, like 5 years ago," you know.
And then you got Sheamus with spinal stenosis, no selling a goddamn thing.
Yeah, well, just like taking crazy shot, like landing on his neck and shit. Okay, good luck.
Yeah, good luck with your life, bud. See you in the hospital a year and a half.
Renee interviews her husband, which is awkward.
Especially because they have to pretend like they're not.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, Gulak on commentary was great. Gulak calls Booker Mr. T. And, like, legit, you could see the look on Booker's face. Like, he was not happy, dude. He was not happy. I was like, that's amazing. Gulak's fucking great on commentary.
Yeah.
He could do commentary.
Gulak is a nice, like, rags to riches story, you know what I mean? Because when he was initially hired, it was just to be a trainer.
Yeah.
Right? And so therefore went into the CWC and now is the mouthpiece of all the cruiserweights.
Yeah, hopefully he got a raise. Now he can afford some fucking knee pads one of these days.
Well, I mean, he's got a shirt.
He does have a shirt. You know,
I'm sure his residuals for that shirt could buy him some knee pads.
Yeah. I don't know. Alexander wins as he should.
Yes.
So he'll take on Gulak next week. It's like I said, it's too bad we're not going to get Swan and Alexander for 15 minutes. That would be really good.
It would. But, I mean, Gulak and Alexander can have a good match. You know, Drew Gulak's no slouch.
Yeah. I don't know what happened here, if it was a mistake, but Cesaro comes out to Sheamus's Tron and music.
I think it's just like, do not play that fucking siren.
The Tron was Sheamus's Tron. It says Sheamus. It shows the mohawk. It does not mention Cesaro.
That's funny.
So that was nice.
Cesaro.
I think they just played the wrong video.
I think they just don't give a fuck about him, really.
Yeah, or they're just like, next week he's going to come out to, like, fucking the Honky Tonk Band's Tron or something. Like, you guys aren't even trying anymore. It takes on Reigns here. Does this match get a distinction for this week or what?
When I turned on the television up on Cloud 69, I seen this long-haired Samoan guy. I know back in my day we called them dumb, because they're Samoans, their brains are like bricks, right? And, you got this guy over in Switzerland who speaks French, so he can be halfway Canadian, eh? And, he likes Tyson Kidd. I guess he makes sure that he's safe, so he's all right with me. Pretty faggy looking if you ask me, but I'd like to stretch those legs out because he's got some nice looking quads, and I can rub them against my belly, and I can.
What the fuck?
That's my stretcher of the week is
Oh.
bending his knee across my belly and tickling the back of his knee. I love that. But I gotta go. My colostomy bag is full and starting to stink away. Toodaloo.
Dude, even in heaven, he's got a colostomy bag. Oh, shit.
I didn't know Stu Hart had a colostomy bag.
Stu Hart stretcher of the week right there, because there was a lot of it, man. Cesaro was working the arm of Reigns the whole time.
It was a 16-minute match. In WWE, that just means lots of rest holds.
Yeah, it sure does.
Belly ones.
Good shit. Reigns goes over, and both of your tag team champions lose on this show in singles matches. So that's really good. That's really good for the belts.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like maybe who knows what's going on with Sheamus if he's going to be leaving or I don't know. Because it's going to shorten his career dramatically.
Yeah. We had another women's match here. Paige cuts another promo. How many times do I have to listen to this chick talk on one show?
Oh, I don't like her at all.
Yeah, they do a beatdown on Asuka. The entire women's locker room is out, faces and heels. It's all just to sell the fucking women's Royal Rumble. It's happening.
I think so. I think so too.
And they did Control C, and then Control V this shit on fucking SmackDown.
Yeah.
Copy and paste. Oh my god, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah, it screams unoriginality, and is this really what they think is going to make this women's division less stale? Is just repetitive storylines?
Yeah. It's awful. Angle's backstage. I was like, oh, he is on the show, okay. But his gay black millennial son comes in to apologize for last week.
Gay!
And then goes right into wanting a match. I'm sorry about last week. I was out of line. But seriously, give me a match, Dad.
Yeah, this heel turn is taking way too long to fully produce, and I just don't care.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, actually. A little bit they put in there. And he's like, I've held my own with all these guys. He names off a bunch of people, and Angle's like, yeah, but you didn't beat any of those guys. Like, that's good. That's good. That's exactly what I'm thinking. When you go like, oh, I hung with all these guys. Well, you didn't beat any of them, so you're not a main event talent. Sorry.
Sorry, you suck.
Ambrose and Samoa Joe. While Jordan watches from the ramp, sitting what I would call AC Slater style, but
how is he sitting? Does he sit with a chair?
That's where you sit with the chair backwards. I call that AC Slater style.
I haven't done that since fucking I was a little idiot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sitting so much comfortable the right way.
Yeah, this is pretty silly.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really mean nothing. You knew what was going to happen. You knew Jordan was going to get involved.
Yeah, well, yeah. And he wins the cocaine clutch when Ambrose passed out. Recall what I was just saying the other day. Like, you remember, like the last 5 times they've done this? Remember when that meant something, when that was like a big thing? Austin passing out was like, holy fuck, man.
Yeah, they executed the double turn with that.
Yeah, and now just people do the pass out spot just every week on Raw.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If you don't want them to lose clean, make them pass out.
Some of the little things that they do that like ruins their own shit. You know, it doesn't help you at all
Yes.
to do stuff like that. Like the 10 count. This is something I was thinking about this week, watching a lot of wrestling that had 20 counts. The 20 count is the better decision, absolutely,
Yeah.
than 10 seconds.
Well, especially when you
Because-
counter in the fact that they always take longer than 10. Always.
Well,
Like,
right,
the ref will
and they
stop.
come in and break it like 3 fucking times. You know.
Yeah.
20 count makes sense. It gives you enough time to set up a spot, do a spot, gives a guy enough time to sell. You know, I don't know. It's just something I noticed this week.
No, I agree. A 20 count is 10 times better in every possible way.
Yeah. Kane and fucking Braun Strowman video again. And they still have the garbage truck thing in there. Like, just take that out, dude. Just stop
It's
reminding
so
us of the
cheesy. Every time I've had somebody see that don't watch wrestling on a regular basis, just laugh at how horrible it looked.
Oh, of course. They give a tale of the tape, and at first I thought they fucked up and had Kane's age instead of his height, but no, he's 7 foot tall. He's not 70 years old. I thought maybe he was.
Close.
And then they have monstrous moment at the bottom. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
It's like the height and Kane's fake weight. And whatever else on the bottom, it says monstrous moment. And for Kane's, it says it's like that he crushed him in the fucking garbage truck.
Oh boy, EFE. That's why they're still playing it, eh? Because that's his.
And Braun's monstrous moment was I don't know, surviving the ambulance thing, or maybe, or what did he do? Something with an ambulance?
Oh, when he threw Roman Reigns off of the thing with the, like when he tipped over Roman Reigns' ambulance or something like that.
That's probably it. Probably.
Yeah.
The winner gets Lesnar at Rumble. When did this happen?
Right. When they decided that Finn Balor wasn't over.
Yeah, exactly. This is awful, and I was like, dude, whoever wins this, it just did Braun a huge disservice. That guy was hot, and like now he's just not. It's like
Nobody
put him in a
cares
feud
now.
with Kane, dude. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
What do you expect? Like, everyone was in on this guy. Like, fuck yeah, we like him. And it's like, now it's like,
Yeah, it's just how the mighty can fall. Booking is everything, and that's just plain and simple. That's why nobody gets over into WWE to the point where they think they should, is because they can't book their way out of a paper bag.
yeah, get a double count out. They continue to brawl. The crowd fucking doesn't care. This sucks, man.
Yep. Yeah. So now we're going to have a 3-way at Royal Rumble, I guess.
Maybe.
I would
Strowman
imagine.
also, he attacked him with a little cart. Did you see that? It's like a little cart with wheels, and I was like, just wheel that fucking fat old bitch out of here. God damn it.
This one has been played, but it deserves another one.
Decent!
He can fix that cart right up.
Yeah. This sucked. Fuck this show.
Yeah, the show was horrible. Besides for the Good Brothers calling Titus Worldwide and Dana Brooke nerds. That was probably the highlight.
Exactly, dude. I love I don't care. I still stand by. I fucking love the nerds thing. It's so good.
It's funny that that's all they have. That's basically what they've been deducted to.
Where are these guys? Like,
That's
let
it.
them do some funny shit.
Yeah.
I'm not talking either, because you remember, like, the awful shit that they made these guys do with, like,
Yeah.
the Bulls thing? And
Yeah.
that was some of the worst fucking ever. But just let them be themselves. They're funny as fuck.
Yep. Yeah, like the Southpaw Wrestling was made by them. They made that so fucking funny.
And if you're not going to have them wrestle, at least, like, maybe twice on Raw, have them show up somewhere. After a segment, two people have a fucking dumb, conversation. And then out of nowhere, those guys are standing nearby and, nerds. Kind of like a Nelson on The Simpsons with the ha-ha.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man. Anyway, let's
Get paid
move on
well to do that.
to SmackDown Live. SmackDown Live was in the Naughty Natty, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Who?
Man. You know, just another thing I noticed about the show is just WWE in general. I mean, we've talked about it before, but how much of the shit's just flashbacks. Just last week and 5 minutes ago and 45 minutes ago and an hour and a half ago.
Earlier tonight, 16 times.
It's just awful.
Yeah.
We watched Raw last week, dude. We know what's going on. How is it that Lucha Underground, and granted the show's only an hour, but how can they have stories about gods and planets and all this other bullshit, and they get it out of the way in like 2 minutes at the beginning? Quick. Speed it up.
Yeah.
But they're not trying to be fast to make time for actual show. They're just trying to burn time. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. They have so much first run TV to write in a week that this is what they do.
You know?
It's just plain and simple.
Basically, open with Styles, and he's like trying desperately to convince you that you want to watch him wrestle Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this is killing this. It's not going to kill him, obviously.
No, it's not going to kill him.
It's just like, it's just like no one gives a fuck about this at all.
No. And, but you missed it too. Before that, though, you had Kevin Owens, the same as name, passing out flyers for the Yep movement.
Yeah.
Which
The Yup movement.
I fucking love the Yep movement.
Enough to buy one of those T-shirts from WWE Shop.
I haven't bought a WWE T-shirt since I was 6, so no, that won't happen.
The way it probably should be. I think we talked about that on the show, and I was like, there are a lot of indie wrestling shirts and shit that I'm totally down with, but like, who in the WWE would you wear a T-shirt of, really?
No, it is really. I've got an AJ Styles shirt from when he was in New Japan. Right, so that's my AJ Styles shirt. I don't need to buy a WWE one.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, nobody is really that captivating.
Yeah, and I mean,
really, because like when you look at it, like a part of when I buy an indie wrestling shirt is I know some of this money goes right straight into their pocket.
It does there too.
Right, it does, yes, but they don't need it so much. You know what I mean? Like these guys are making like $100,000 just fucking guarantee. You know, like it's just absurdity that I could live 2 years on that, right?
Right.
Well, like you take these indie guys, it's a lot more. I would imagine they appreciate it a lot more.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough. The Sings try to be on his side. They try to fool him. He attacks. It's just, I really don't care.
yeah, no, I'm done with this whole Jinder Mahal thing. I just don't care about anything to do with it. You can put AJ Styles with it. I'm still not going to care.
This fucking show, dude. Honestly, Raw was fucking bleak, but this show was one of the worst shows, dude. Especially for a go-home show, which they're not good at. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just way too over the top with my hatred. Maybe I was having a bad day.
Do you want a quick recap of how many minutes of wrestling were in the show?
Oh, I would love it.
We had a 5-minute match, a 1.5-minute match, followed by another 1.5-minute match, and a 14-minute match.
On a 2-hour show.
That's on a 2-hour show, yeah.
Good Lord. Charlotte takes on Ruby Riott with Natalya on commentary, who just gets up and attacks them. They have like 3 ways to go home, right, on shows. That's all they do, the same shit. Oh, the other person comes out in commentary, and then you throw... one guy throws the other guy into him, and it's a brawl, and, This wasn't even that. This was lazier than that.
Yeah.
Like, you just get up and go in the ring and attack them because I don't fucking know why.
Because who cares?
And the show that has 2 face fucking, authority figures, they do nothing about these things, right? It doesn't make any sense. If you have a face, person in charge, they have to fix the wrongs. That's the whole purpose of having them, isn't it?
They almost need to bring in Brooke Hogan to be head of the of the women's division, like she was over in TNA. She was the head of the Knockouts. Maybe that would be Maria's job when she comes back from her pregnancy. Be the leader of the Knockouts. Because it seems like Daniel Bryan and them don't care.
Yeah.
Or maybe Bree. Bree comes back, and that's her role. Daniel Bryan appoints her.
They're coming back.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
of those two are coming back.
Bree's coming back with her new mama titties. Thank God for that, though. She got mama titties.
I'll thought they squirt fucking milk around in the fucking ring.
After every match, she's just got like 2 fucking little wet spots.
Yeah. Equally convincing finish to her current finish. This is fucking dumb. Naomi comes out for the kind of save. And it's just Raw all over again. The exact same thing from Raw all over again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing. Nothing.
Ziggler takes on Baron Corbin. I mean, there's some backstage, but it's nothing really.
No.
Ziggler takes on Corbin. Rude is on commentary. 1 minute in, Rude goes into the ring for a DQ. Same fucking thing, dude. The same thing. I'm just so fucking incensed by it. It just drives me crazy.
Yeah, this match has been built up like shit. Horrible. Like, this is the definition of December pay-per-views for WWE.
God damn. And two, I saw, I follow on, like, you've heard the Solid Monster Sounds Off.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. I'm not friends with him. I don't know the guy, but he's friends with people we're friends with. Anyway, he posts like a thumbs up or thumbs down for Raw and SmackDown every week. And it gets fuckloads of votes, like thousands of votes. So it's a fairly decent barometer of what people, well, I mean, at least the general world thinks. And this show is like equal. It was like 50-50.
Really?
So if 50% of people think that this was a good show, Jesus Christ.
Now, I will give the show the upside of the Sami Zayn's Kevin Owens stuff it was good. I like that. I like what they're doing with Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. They're kind of hinting at the dissent between the two. But other than that, the show is nothing at all.
It's nothing. Ziggler was just put in this match seriously in the middle of the week on Twitter. And I don't know why, where he came from. He hasn't been around.
No.
And he also comes out, he's back to using his song, by the way.
Is he? I didn't even notice it. I skipped
yeah.
it. I skipped it because I didn't want to fucking deal with it.
Yeah. No, he comes out to his song again. So we're back to that.
Madness.
But yeah, the exact same situation. And then Rude hits his finish on both guys. Ziggler has to be here to take the pin.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Baron Corbin will pin him, probably.
I don't know. Do you expect, like, this is such a throwaway? I don't expect him to even... I guess we got to do picks at the end of this? God
yes,
damn
we do.
it.
Yeah.
We better keep moving.
Sure.
We're on a time crunch today.
We are. Bludgeon Brothers defeat returning Colin Delaney. You probably don't remember. Oh, you don't remember Colin Delaney? He was a jobber for the WWE ECW.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's like, you heard
fucking...
James Ellsworth was gone. He's like, bring me in.
Moving on up, dude.
Yeah.
Not quite, actually.
No.
Yeah, but they had also Brazongo with the Ascension. I was let down, dude. I was led to believe that the Ascension were gassed to death in a dirty bathroom, and I was excited about it, but
no.
Evidently they're not.
Turns out that not only is it no longer going to be on SmackDown Live, but Fashion Files is fake.
Yeah. The one thing I think, actually, one of my favorite parts of this whole show, and this is going to put into perspective how shit it was that one dude letting out an amazing bitch scream before fucking Harper and Rowan slammed him down.
That wasn't Colin.
That?
Yes, that wasn't Colin Delaney. That was the other guy.
It was amazing, dude. Just this total bitch scream.
Yeah.
It was like one of my fucking top 3 moments of the show.
I will say, yeah, that was probably the one that was just like, oh, fuck yes.
Oh, dude. And then we have this tag situation. First off, the Usos are face now, I guess, and Gable and Benjamin are heels now.
Okay.
I guess. The shit that they had Benjamin and Gable say on the ramp was some of the worst shit. I should have got quotes. I don't have quotes, but
then everybody would be forced to listen to it again.
Well, yeah, to drive home my point of how I'm going to start quoting the really bad shit. The stuff they had to say was just the worst.
Well, I mean, but what's his fucking small little home fry there, Chad Gable?
Yeah.
It's not like he gets to say much, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have the talking chops.
Kind of. I felt like he was funny, man. Like, that's originally what helped Alpha get over, was like him trying to become Jordan's partner and shit. That was funny stuff. He's pretty entertaining.
I'll agree with you there, but since they came to the WWE, when he goes to speak, it's just nothing. Bland. So, like, there's something not hitting. It's either the writing that they're giving him now. Yeah, it's more than likely what it is. The writing that he's given now is just abysmal compared to what it used to be. And maybe it was just him doing it himself, and he's not allowed to do that, obviously, in the WWE.
Imagine you show up at the building and they give you this script of the shit you're going to say, and it's just complete dog shit. And what they said this week, like I said, I wish I had it, but whatever it was, it struck me as some of the worst shit I've fucking seen in a long time. That's going to be the match, though. I think that's the match I even want to see from this pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the best one. Yeah.
AJ is attacked by Ginger and the Sings, which is number 2 method that they use to fucking go home shows. Yeah, throw somebody into the other person on commentary, or I guess now the person on commentary gets up and just comes in the ring, or you attack them while they're being interviewed. Do you have
so many options. So many options. Contract signing.
So you're taking on who? All right, we'll do let's just do number 3 on that one. Let's do another 3.
What they probably do is they've got a raw roulette wheel in the back and they just spin it.
Yeah.
It's like it's just finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got Nakamura taking on Ellsworth. It's like, well, let's go to the board to see who wins.
What they need to be doing is like, you see how fucking shitty their finishes have gotten since they don't have a gay, possibly pedophilic fucking Frenchman doing their fucking finishes.
Ay.
Master of finishes. Yeah. Possible pedophile.
Yeah, way to go with the bad, I guess.
Actually, I do like Pat Patterson. Though.
I do too.
On the Legends House, I thought he was super.
Oh, he was awesome. He was great. Him and Mean Gene.
Yeah, boy diddler or not. Allegedly. Yeah, Orton and Nakamura in a tag interview with Renee, and it was like the best. Nakamura had the best fucking interview promo he's ever had.
He said yep.
He said yep.
So like,
thank you.
Will he be? Will he sign?
Thank you. 3 months later,
I know.
After you bring this guy in and do everything the opposite of what everybody who knows anything says, then you decide, well, yeah, he's fucking awful at that. Let's just have him do one word. We fucking all said that.
Now, could this be meta thinking, but where he said yep? Could he be siding with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and that's how Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn keep their jobs?
Nakamura helps him win and turns heel?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
They might as well.
They're going to win.
They might as well turn Nakamura heel at this point. You've already fucked it up.
They're not going to fire him. They're not going to fire Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They're going to get out of it somehow. There's a way out of it.
Well, I think it's going to have to be that Brian is forced to do the fucking count. Shane's out or something, and Brian's forced to do the count, and they'll win.
It could be, yeah. There's many ways you can go.
Nakamura comes out and Kinshasa's Shane. That'd be all right. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, hopefully takes his fucking head off.
Because, dude, they've ruined him already, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say you can't salvage it, but as where he's at right now, all those people all that time, like, there's no way they could fuck up Nakamura, and they got him, and just, wow, yeah. I don't care about that guy.
No, Tetsuya Naito doesn't even care about him.
Yeah, exactly. Go back and listen, like, when they first signed that guy, listen to this show, how stoked I was on it. That's poop.
Yeah, it's poop. But what wasn't poop was Brian on commentary.
Yeah?
With Byron Saxton. Oh, my good God. He eviscerated him.
I love fucking Daniel Bryan. He doesn't care anymore. He's
Don't
like,
tell
it's
me
not
what
trying to
doesn't
get
count.
fired, but he doesn't care if he gets fired.
No, because he knows that if he gets fired, he'll just go and wrestle somewhere earlier.
Yeah. It's also great when you consider that it's not Brian arguing with Saxton. It's Brian arguing with Vince McMahon, who has a hand up Byron Saxton's ass.
Exactly.
It's amazing. He's his puppet, and he's like arguing with him. It's amazing.
Yeah, he's like, what happens outside of WWE doesn't count. And Daniel Bryan, don't tell me what doesn't count. You know, my concussions from outside of the WWE, they count, do they? But nothing else.
You didn't say that.
No, but I mean, like, no, but that's an allusion to that there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I enjoy it, though, that he just doesn't give a fuck. But Owens wins off distraction. Yes, he has to go in and count because the ref takes a bump. And, yeah. Kind of the spot I felt like they should have done at the show was that he doesn't necessarily want to, but he's forced to give them the win.
Yeah, and this is probably the best way to go about it.
God. Yeah, what a fucking awful way to go home.
Yeah.
Do you want to do picks on that quick? We're kind of up against that. I do want to talk about fucking Ring of Honor because that shows the tits.
I'd say we can skip NXT. Really?
Yeah, and I don't give a shit about this Clash of Champions show, so let's rapid fire pick these motherfuckers. Get out of here.
Zack Ryder, Mojo Rawley.
Take Mojo Rawley to go on a fucking heel run.
Me too. Brazongo and Bludgeon Brothers.
But going with the Bludgeon Brothers.
Another one that we'll agree on. Baron Corbin, Bobby Roode, and Dolph Ziggler.
I'll go against my better judgment, and I'll go with Bobby Roode, winning Dolph Ziggler.
I'm going to go Baron Corbin. Usos, New Day, Rusev, and Aiden English, and World's Greatest Tag Team 2.0.
Ooh. I don't know. What do you... I honestly go with...
I don't see the Usos losing. That's going to be my pick. Yeah. I'm going to go with the Usos.
I already picked the fucking title to change, so I'm going to go with the Usos, even though I want to say Rusev in English.
Okay, well, we'll both go with the Usos. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Against Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Orton.
I'm going with Owens and Zayn.
Me as well, sir. Charlotte Flair versus Natalya.
And I'm going with an accent for the rest of the show. Charlotte.
Me as well. AJ Styles and Jinder Mahal.
Oh, God. AJ Styles. Better fucking be.
Me too. So we got
I'm making my move on the U.S. one.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Making my move. You won the last show.
I did. Hopefully,
you stopped, I was on like a 3-0 run.
Yeah, you were getting pretty good. You were getting pretty good, I must say. But I'm trying to make my own. I'm taking my own road to WrestleMania. I want to win them all from here out. Yeah, I want to win them all from here to WrestleMania. And then you'll come with the great big heel victory at WrestleMania and be fucking over as fuck.
Tribute to the troops, dude. I want to talk about this just briefly.
Oh, and before we go, I'm going to win the Cool Kids MMA group again this month, too.
I don't think I did it last time.
I won last month.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
I don't think I filled it out.
Shame on you.
Yeah, I know. I would always do my picks on here, and then it'd be like I'd do that the next day, and I would, like, change my picks from what I said on the show and shit.
Yeah.
Because I had time to reconsider, but no less. This show it took place on a boat, motherfucker. It looked cool.
It was. Yeah, it was a nice looking show.
All the good things out of the way, though. Only people forced to live on shitty ass boats and go to war zones would be entertained enough to be as hot of a crowd as these people were. They were stoked. Like, the crowd was one of the best crowds WWE's had in a while.
Well, and you know what, though? They are going to be excited because, I mean, they don't get to do this often. You know, it's a show for them.
It's by a slim margin, but this is slightly better than seeing your friend's head explode right next to you in a foxhole. So, it's just a little bit better than that.
Just a tad.
JBL was on the show, dude. You missed out.
Oh, I don't think I did, but okay.
You missed out on some Jables commentary. Oh, God. Lillian Garcia sang the national anthem. Bad. Out of key. Just fucking bad.
Bitch can't sing.
That happened. I don't know why. She always sings them. She can sing. Like, she can't sing.
No, not at all.
Shield beat Joe and the Bar quickly. Every match on the show is super quick. Just really quick exhibitions. So to see the Shield go over them that quickly was, I was like, okay, I guess.
So this is how you really feel. Tell me how you really feel.
I mean, I just, why would you have him beat Joe and your tag team champions, who, well, granted, Joe won on Raw, but the tag team champions lost on Raw, and then they lost here with a giant Samoan on their team. So
yeah, I mean,
Charlotte taps out.
There's a more popular Samoan on the other team.
Yeah, Charlotte and Carmella and Riot have a three-way. Charlotte taps out Carmella. Machine Gun Kelly performs. Dude, I question the taste of having a dude named Machine Gun come and perform fucking really poor pop rap songs.
Well, I mean, Carl Anderson's thing was Machine Gun Carl Anderson.
Well, I know, but this guy's name is Machine Gun, and he's performing for troops, and that seems weird.
That's true. That's true. They should have some interaction between Carl Anderson and Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. Machine Gun Kelly, who's wearing like a pink fucking jacket and shit.
Who powerbombed Machine Gun Kelly that one time? Was it Samoa Joe?
Kevin Owens.
Oh, Kevin Owens. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, the Machine Gun Kelly went on Twitter like an hour later and just ruined the whole angle. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had that. Sergeant Slaughter, Miz, and Henry and Ziggler had a KFC commercial. Sergeant Slaughter, dude, for real.
You can get a lot of chicken in that chin.
Eat some chicken. No, I don't know what he said. A lot of that. So half the guys were wearing like green camo and half were wearing blue camo. Just a random thought. Like, do you think that those dudes are camouflaged to water? If so, that seems like a very bad idea if you're living on a boat. Why are these guys wearing blue
You look like
camouflage when you're surrounded by water? It just doesn't seem like a good idea, dude. Wear gray. The ship's fucking gray, dude. What's going on here?
Oh, and water.
Somebody, if you know anything about the military, you got to get back to me and tell me about that, because that just doesn't make any sense. Camouflage to the boat, gray, I can see, but you fall overboard, fuck it, you're just gone. That's it. Never find you.
Never be found. I don't know. Yeah, it's something to think of for sure.
Something to think of, like, only when you're super baked out watching an awful wrestling show. Like, that was mid-match. I was like, started drifting off thinking about that. New Day and the face Usos take on English and the heel Gable and Benjamin. I have no idea why either of those teams are, that alignment, but okay. Woods pins Benjamin. Sasha and Mickey. All these matches on this 2-hour show, they're all like 5 minutes. Sasha, Bailey, and Mickey take on Ab-Horlution. And Paige pins Mickey James there.
Fair enough.
I'll also be calling them Ab-Horlution.
Absolutely.
Ab-Horlution. Yeah, Ab-Horlution. That's what it is. Because Paige is a whore, you get it?
I never dreamt that that's what you meant.
Get it? It's a whore, fuck two guys at the same time joke.
She's a whore.
She's a fucking whore. And then you had Zayn Owens taking on Orton Nakamura. I guess it was Jinder and Styles involved in this. Maybe it was a 6-man. It doesn't really fucking matter. Nakamura pins Zayn. It was a pointless show to watch. And I only wanted to watch it and talk about it because I'm sure nobody did watch it. So, moving on. NXT really wasn't anything, right? I mean, we can skip past this.
Yeah. The best thing out was Black. Yeah, exactly. Which that tells you right there, Cole they think enough of Cole that they can beat him and keep him hot, because Aleister Black really needs. Well, yeah, but Black needs to win more than he does, because Black is built up for the NXT championship now. You can't have him losing to Cole right now. So Cole losing, he's a shit-eating heel anyways. They got it. They eat pins. So
everyone thought it was an interesting matchup coming in. It was like, oh, that's weird. Like, two guys you wouldn't expect them to beat up against each other. It was actually compelling for once. Like, I don't know what's going to happen here. This will be interesting. Good match. Part of our top 5, which we also have to do within the next 10, 15 minutes.
As well as ROH Final Battle. Woo, buddy.
Yeah. So what do we want to do here? We'll get into the
Let's go
Ring of Honor.
through the good. Let's do a list of good and bad for Ring of Honor. Okay, I would say the good would be Matt Taven, Will Ospreay, Jay Lethal, and Marty Scurll above all else. Let's see the ROH 6-man tag and the main event. Everything else was a letdown. Like War Machine and Addiction, I didn't really like. The tag team match, Motor City Machine Guns and Best Friends, I didn't like. The ROH TV elimination, I skipped. The New York Street Fight, I skipped. So,
well, I can fill in some of the blanks on that shit. I also, we'll go through too. I love the Hammerstein Ballroom. Just a random comment. Nice room.
It's a great wrestling place.
Another thing on this show, just a random observation. It's like Ring of Honor. They don't make their refs fucking idiots.
No, Todd Sinclair's a smart
refs,
son of a bitch.
Refs are idiots. In Ring of Honor, refs are fucking smart and professional. It's just such a different take on it,
Yep, I agree. They
don't just like stupidly. Sometimes, they'll be, the out of position thing, which you need to do a little bit of it, but it's nothing like it is in WWE.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it helps that you only got a couple refs, so you don't really make them look like dumbasses anyways. Like Todd Sinclair's been there for years.
Who's the guy who looks like Preston Lacey? Is that?
Yeah, that's Todd Sinclair.
I'm Preston Lacey, and this is Jackass.
I watch a fat man chase a midget.
Preston Lacey, this is Jackass, and I'm going to be a referee. That Ospreay and the Taven match was really fucking good.
Yeah.
Here's a novel idea for WWE. Maybe start the show with two fast-moving guys who have a real high pace, full of spot smash to get the crowd fired up, to start the show on a good fucking note.
Right.
Just a thought.
Instead of like doing a Randy Orton match to start show.
Instead of having two guys who can do all that shit come out and give each other arm bars in the third hour.
Yeah, that's something they will not do, Jim.
But yeah,
that's
that was a really good match.
That's too WCW, Jim. That's way too WCW.
Taven gets the win on that. Super good match.
Yep.
Addiction War Machine. I thought it was a good match. It wasn't a great match.
I really just can't get into Christopher Daniels. To me, just doesn't look like he can hurt people. He looks old and frail, if you ask me, and skinny.
Well, he is old.
So going up against War Machine, I just don't. I don't even see it being viable.
War Machine got the win. I enjoyed the match more, I guess, than you. I like that both of these teams are well put together teams who understand tag team wrestling. And there was a lot of shit in there, just little, just little things that it's like, oh, a good tag team does these things,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're good wrestlers. The match just didn't appeal to me.
Yeah. Also, Hansen did a double handspring back elbow. That was fucking absurd. Every match, I guess, it's like, see what I can fucking do. The shit he can do is unbelievable. He might be the most agile big guy, period, in wrestling.
Keith Lee is pretty goddamn agile, though.
That's true.
And I believe bigger.
Yeah. So that was a good match. War Machine gets the win. This Marty Scurll and Jay Lethal, basically Battle of the Villains. This was like my match of the show for me. I thought
this was the best match of the show. I agree. This was. No, I would. I would say best match of the show.
This was for me. Scurll in full fucking white, which was glorious.
Yeah, it's
great. I don't know. You see that asshole who threw a streamer in mid-match?
Yes, and everybody
crowd ate him alive.
Fucking God love him, man.
Yeah,
because that was those guys that were booing Scurll and cheering Lethal over in the corner.
Oh, I didn't see who threw it. Bunch of cunts, but yeah, the crowd boos immediately and then just starts chanting asshole. I don't know if the person got thrown out. They should. Fuck them.
I agree. You don't throw shit in the ring, man, when a match is going on.
So that was cool, right? Is that the crowd kind of was good there for doing that. And then you notice that the crowd immediately put that aside and then was built it right back up. They got the back and forth chant going. And it was like the match could have fucking kind of gone to shit there.
It could have, and you
could
tell.
Fucking thing, but it was the crowd. It's like they were smart enough to know fucking let's rev it back up for these guys. I thought it was pretty good.
Like, you could also see it. They go to Marty Scurll's face when the crowd starts to boo, and you can almost just see a look of panic. It's just like, oh no,
yeah,
they're like, this could ruin it, and then it's gone. You know, like they came right around full circle and went right back at it.
So say what you will about you know, these audiences at different shows and shit, right? People are always like, well, these guys are the. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good right there.
Yep.
And also, fuck that person. I hope whoever did that got their fucking ass kicked.
I agree.
Bitch, motherfuckers. Yeah, Lethal hit a fucking cutter from the apron to the floor, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, they got into like a villain off. Lethal does the like, you know, hit him with a chair and drape the chair on yourself fucking deal. Or, well, he didn't hit him with it, but he draped the chair over himself.
Yeah, it's smart.
Too.
Oh, yeah, that was an Eddie spot. That was. Yeah. Yeah, there was. No, the match itself was great. They a lot of good work. You had two guys that were, you know, the same size, same kind of style, just going around, man, and just working the fuck out of it. They had the best match of the night. And
dude, the story coming into this, I talked about it a couple episodes back. It was not long. It was basically Lethal's in the ring talking about like what's going to happen next, and Skrull comes out and he's like, "Hey, I got a shot. They're going to let me pick anybody I want. I want to fight you." And just the way that they built it up back and forth in the ring was enough to make me like, I'm fucking stoked for this. Yep. So it can be done. Two dudes can stand in a ring and talk back and forth without fighting and make it compelling. So it can be done. I just thought like that was super fucking smart of this whole build. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch it. And like, it's crazy to watch a match be built from zero to like you're in on it in 10 minutes of talking, 5 minutes of talking.
Yeah, and they were building it this week on ROH TV as well, and it was captivating. You know, they're really good together.
Yeah, and also like an umbrella trick spot where he brings in the one umbrella and the ref gets a hold of it, and as he's throwing it out, he comes up with another umbrella and hits him with it. It was just basically like, who could be a bigger piece of shit? It was pretty awesome. Yeah. And that was like the part of that story too, right? Is like, I don't want to face this Jay Lethal. I want to face the fucking old school one, and you know.
Yeah, the Truth Martini Jay Lethal.
I fucking loved the Best Friends pre-match vignette. I thought that was great, dude. Did you see that?
I didn't see it. No.
So the Machine Guns have like a standard ass "we're gonna fight you" promo, and then it goes to Best Friends, and they're like, it's just like 20 takes that get cut off, and it's like, he's like, "Oh, dude, do it with the voice, man," and like, "Oh, you know something," like they do voices, and like one he like tries to take his shirt off and it gets stuck, and it's like. It's just like all these made up little like, oh, it'd be funny if we did this, you know, like super good, man. Super weird. That. Yeah, it's a total fucking comedy spot. That's almost worth going back and checking out. I've never really seen anyone do that. It's just basically like them trying to cut a cool promo and failing a bunch of times, and like all of a sudden they'll be like both with their shirts off and they're like kind of looking at each other like this is kind of weird, you know. It's really good shit.
Well, it's coming from the duo that they end every high spot show. With what was it? Popping, I don't know. They take their shirts off and tweet The Rock. They
do what?
They'll take their shirts off, take a picture, and tweet it at The Rock.
I didn't know that, but that's fantastic.
Yeah, and I think The Rock got back to him once. Yeah, I think Ricochet was in the picture. Honestly,
what the fuck? Beautiful. This match, though, did not live up to my expectations. No. I was thinking it was going to be great. Kind of weird. Crowd was kind of wore out after that last match, it seemed. They were just not into it. So.
Well, this match was more of a... I was expecting a high work rate, but this was more of a, you know, with its placement on the card, a come-down match. It wasn't meant to blow your socks off. So, you know, this was to let you come down so you can watch that great four-way that...
Yeah, that match had a weird finish too. That tag match, but no less. He pile drives him, and then he gets up and rolls the other. I don't know. No one sells a pile driver basically, so that's weird.
That happens. Yeah,
this four-way crowd was dead for this, man. This is where I tuned in last night. Was right before this four-way, and then I watched the rest of it this morning without spoilers, which was cool. But...
Yeah, I had no spoilers at all.
Yeah, Martinez does front flips and shit now. So there you go. Baron Corbin, but better. The street fight was actually really fun. Battle all over the place, bloody. Some comedy spots in there too. Fucking Bully Ray and Dreamer, they come out with lights. They get lifesavers from under the ring and shit. So pretty good. Actually used a kitchen sink in the match as well.
I remember as a
pretty
kid.
Good.
I remember as a kid, I bought a Draws action figure, and he came with a kitchen sink.
Yeah. The later version came with a fucking wheelchair.
Yes. Yes.
It ends with an ugly 3D on Bully Ray.
Oh, man, was that ever ugly?
Yeah,
Jesus.
the Briscoes win. They announced there's going to be a Women of Honor Championship, which, if you're into women's wrestling, is probably cool. But to me, just more horseshit.
Just gums up the works. Just gums up the works.
That's the perfect fucking. Yes, exactly. Gums up the works. The Hung Bucks take on Flip Gordon, Teton, Dragon Lee. Bucks win for they retain the 6-man. That was pretty good.
Yeah. It was your Young Bucks match of the night. It's the same thing as usual.
And Castle defeats Cody, gets the belt,
which shocked the living shit out of me.
He comes out like in a fully gold sequined like Elvis costume, basically.
Beautiful.
Wheeled out by boys upon boys, lots of boys.
Boys of all shapes and sizes. They made note of.
Yeah.
Cody, can you imagine if we were boys just coming out with our shirts off and wearing those mock-ups? I'd do it. I'd do it.
Cody comes out with his hot as fuck wife and a hood on. He takes his hood off to reveal he has bleached hair, which I actually popped for.
I'm glad he did it.
Yeah.
It really.
Of course, he has a gusher.
Yeah, right, and then it's extenuated by the hair. But then you also have his whole family was blonde. Like Dustin was, had a blonde head of hair. His father had a blonde head of hair. It kind of makes him look not as average.
Flair
you know
also
what I mean?
had blonde hair.
Yeah, but he looks more himself. He looks more of an individual instead of just being Joe Blow with short brown hair. He's Joe Blow with dyed bleach blonde hair. So.
Yeah. This match was also in our top 5, which we should do really quickly. Holy fuck.
Yes. Let's do that. And now I would say that match is on our top 5. It's not the greatest work match, but it's a story-wise match. It's a story-driven match. Great story between Dalton Castle and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that's it. It didn't need a crazy work rate. It was just a good classic story with a lot of build-up and a fucking good solid match.
Yep. As well as that being Jay Lethal and Marty Scurll would be on the top 5. I suppose I forgot the music graphic, but we're running out of time.
It's all good.
Naito Takahashi taking on Okada and Ospreay is on the top 5. So is Marty Scurll and Cody taking on Kushida and Kota Ibushi, which that makes
2
Cody and
times
Marty
for those
Scurll.
guys.
2 times in a week. And what was the last one? Was it
Black and
Yes,
Cole.
it was Black and Cole. Okay, yeah, we kept Black and Cole in. Okay, I couldn't remember if we did or not. But yeah, that's the top 5.
Good 5 good matches right there. What else do we have before we get out of here? What's coming up on the Federation?
Last week we released our Royal Rumble 2004. That's when the person who shall not be named wins the Royal Rumble. And so, and then, we're building our way into No Way Out, where Eddie Guerrero wins the title, and to WrestleMania, where Redacted wins the World Heavyweight title, a.k.a. Chris Benoit.
There you go. Check that shit out on mofudge.com. Everywhere else podcasts are found. If you like this show and you're listening to this shit, you should definitely be listening to the Federation. Also...
That's yes in French. Oui.
Oh, I know. Okay. I know you spoke French in the show. I know that we is yes. But on pay-per-view take 2, Jared and I put out Starrcade 97 recently, so that's up on the SCL channel. If you go to Podbean, you can sort all the shows on the SCL channel. Really easy to find that way, but that was a shit show, so that's up there. And I guess in January on Pay-Per-View Take 2, Jared wants to be ambitious. We're not covering a pay-per-view. We are covering a summer.
Oh, what summer?
Punk.
Oh,
Chicago.
the WWE Summer of Punk or the ROH Summer of Punk?
The WWE Summer of Punk.
Oh.
because it needs some fucking rebooking. So.
Oh man, there was a lot going on there. Rey Mysterio winning the title for a night. Fucking.
I don't really know, man, because I don't think I was in at that time.
That was the summer that I came back.
I feel like I was out at that time. So I've obviously seen a lot of the shit, but I never really went back. So for me, a lot of the shit. Or, we smoke, you know how it is. Like, I forget everything. I go, have I seen Halloween Havoc, fucking blah, blah, blah? Sure I have, but do I remember it? Fuck no, I don't remember it.
I'll start a lot of wrestling shows and be like, oh, I've never seen this. And then like 3 matches in is like, oh, wait, yes, I have. Now I remember.
Because there's one thing that you remember from it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's pretty much that, dude. I watched House of Horror. House of Horror. No, that was House of Hardcore. Been watching that at all. That's decent. If you're looking for more wrestling. Yeah. Got anything else before we go? We're kind of up against it here.
Yeah, no, I got nothing else.
I usually would do the shout-outs for all the people who, retweeted our shit on Twitter. I guess I can do that quick.
Okay.
We'll save the production.
Give me 1 second here.
I like this.
I bring that up. I was like, fuck it. And then, as I'm saying it, I'm like, I can't really.
Can you hear it?
I cannot. But
Oh, well, go for it, man. It's happening.
it's happening. You can get yourself a shout out on the show by retweeting our pinned tweet at Suplex City Limit. Help us out. Help spread the word. It's like you don't have to buy a t-shirt or give us money. You just go do that. We're all good. So shout outs Chris Savage, Nath Theragold, our boy MC Burberry, Burbs, love that dude. Wayne G, he's so divine. Lance Levine, Jumpin' Jeremy Foltz, Kick-Ass Keith Martin, JC Sterling, B-Schwing 22, Viva La JD, Mr. Lynx Kinetic. If you're listening to this, Lynx, come back, hang out with us, baby. Well Kept and Unclean Podcast, AC Patty, good dude, had sent us a message this week. Super nice guy, good guy. EMZT Productions, Jay Orduna, my co-host on Pay-Per-View Take 2, Jared, Could Have Happened Podcast, and Caleb Morganfield. Thank you guys very much for retweeting this shit out. Next week, we'll be back to recap Clash of Champions.
Yeah, Clash of Champions and so much. Actually, probably not much more because there's not going to be a lot going on next week.
Is next week the end of the year episode? It is not. It is not.
No.
It's the Christmas special next week. You better come back for the Christmas special.
Oh, it is? Is it the Christmas special? Oh, my God.
Yeah. It will be the Christmas special. This is the Hanukkah special. Happy Hanukkah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, was it like the 4th night of Hanukkah?
It's the 14th through the 20th. And I know we have some Jewish listeners, too, so happy Hanukkah to you guys. Stick around for the closing song. I chose it specifically for you guys.
Ooh, it's luckily you only got to wait like 10 more seconds.
Yeah, probably.